So let's have a look at the solutions part of the solutions to the tech free part of the exam. In the first question, evaluate means to work it out. That's 83 minus 26 becomes 57, then that's plus 12. The answer is 69. In this one here, multiplying is done first, BODMAS. Negative 6 times negative 7 is positive 42. Negative times a negative, so negative 6 plus 42 will be 36. In this one, we find the lowest common multiple, or LCD, the lowest common denominator, I should say, of 5 and 4. It's going to be that, 20, so we add them, we get 83 on 20, and that's 4 and 3/20. Should always convert it to a mixed number. In the next one, you're going to be converting to an improper fraction and then multiply across the top and the bottom. And then you divide by the second fraction. You get 28 over 15 divided by 4/5 because that's cancelled down. So invert and multiply, and you get 2 1/3. Here for the next question, the difference 700 minus 620 is 80. So that's 80 out of 700 multiplied by 100, and we're left with 80 divided by 7. We want 2 decimal places, so divided by 7. 7 into that goes once, right? Remainder 1. 7 into that goes once, and a remainder 2, and remainder 3, that becomes 30, that goes 4, remainder 2. That becomes 20, and then we get 2, and then we keep going, and we want to round it off to 2 decimal places, and it becomes 0.43, so 11.43%. In this instance here, we multiply them, 227, and then add the decimal point last, 227 times 413, and you can mentally check that because 4 times 22 has got to be greater than 88. So you can work your way through that. Here we're going to make both, we're going to make the divisor a whole number. So you've got to multiply it by 10. Multiply it by 10, that becomes 3. And then 17.52 is also multiplied by 10, it becomes 175.2. It goes 0, and there goes your decimal point. Then you start to multiply. 5 into that goes 3 into that goes 5 times. I'm getting ahead of myself. Remainder 2. And 3 into that goes 8. 3 is 24. So you keep going, 58.40. Now this one here, you'll convert to a decimal fraction. You can't convert this to a fraction in its simplest form. It's already there. But 4 over 5, right, will equal 0.8. Oops. Sorry, it's go. I'm looking at the solutions and I shouldn't be doing that. So 0.8, 27.8, 27.8. 0.8 will equal 4/5. You can't convert the 27, so that becomes 27 4/5. Sorry about my, I don't know what that's doing there. 27 4/5. Here, you're just going to multiply by 100. So the decimal point goes across 2 places, and it becomes 2.34. This one here is 5 divided by 12. So this is what we're doing. Okay, 5 divided by 12. Actually, we don't want a decimal point there, so we want the decimal point to 2 decimal places. So 12 into 50 goes 4 times. Get rid of that decimal point. 4 times. 4 12's 48, remainder 2. Right, goes once. Now we put our decimal point here, keep adding. And if we keep, I don't know what keeps doing that, so we end up with 41.67. That's what the answer is. 33 on 100, a lot of people put 1/3, it's not a third. I didn't take a mark off, but it's not a third. It's 33 on 100. When you do this one here, 68 on 100, you get 68 on 100, and then you'll find that 4 goes into that 25 times, and 4 goes into that 17 times. Now here with the following, simplify the following. The only one you can simplify is the 3BA and the 2AB, because when you're multiplying, the order doesn't matter. So it's negative 3BA minus 2BA, or 2AB becomes negative or minus 5AB. This one here, 11 times 4 is 44A squared, 11AB. This one here, 11 times 12 is 132. A lot of people made that mistake there. It's 132. Here, and this one here, that's it, negative 3 squared is 9. 2 times 7, 2 times is 14. So you've got negative 5 times 23. And 2 times 5 minus negative 3. Negative 3 becomes 10 plus 3. So it's 115 on 13. And that's 8, negative 8 and 3/4. Simplify the following. 3 goes into this. Divide this by 3. Divide the top by 3, and then of course you simplify by subtracting x cubed minus x is x squared, then z to the 5th minus z to the minus, y I should say, y cubed minus y squared minus y, okay, leaves you with y, and z to the 15th minus z to the 6th leaves you with z to the 9th. This one here, a lot of people made the mistake, this 3 is inside the bracket. So you've got 3 cubed equals 27. 27 as well as multiplying the others. And you can see that when you cancel this down here and here, this stays as 27. And then your answer is 27 g cubed h to the power of 7 and j to the power of 3. In the last one here, the first lot of brackets goes around the 5 and the 6, that becomes 11. The next bracket goes around the 3, 3 times 11 is 33. And then that's minus 2 becomes 31. So 4 times 31. So 4 times 31 becomes 124, and 150 minus 124 equals 26. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 brackets. Let's have a look at the tech able then. You're able to use a calculator. Okay, you can see that for question 5, it could have been C or both C and D. All right, so the coefficient here, question 1, coefficient of x has got to be negative 3. Okay, let's get red here, thank you. And you can see that the largest difference is here. Okay, look at the $50 birthday money, Noah, $50, and earns 3.9%. Now, it doesn't include the 50, the interest is just the interest by itself. So it can't be that one, and it can't be that one. This one, I don't know why that keeps happening. Then it can't be, and it's 3.9%, so it can't be a straight $2. It has to be $1.95, just by reasoning. Okay, address originally cost $179 with a discount of 32.32 times, or it's 179 minus 0.32 times 179, and the answer is 121. Okay, now this question 5 is where you could have had either this one or this one. It's a bit of a tricky question. It shouldn't have been in there. This one here, question 6, length times width. Area equals length times width. Area equals LW. So therefore 2 times 2a plus 5. 2 times 2a plus 5. An irrational number has no pattern or no exact value. This one here has a value. This has a value. This one here has a pattern. 331, 331, 331. So that's recurring. That's recurring. This one has no pattern. So the irrational one is that one. Two numbers have a difference of -5 and a product. Product means multiply. So 1 and 6 don't multiply. 3 and 8 multiply, but they don't give you negative 24, so it can't be that one. 4 and 6, when added, do not give you negative 5, so it can't be that one. It has to be negative 8 and 3. And question 9, if 0 is less than A and A is less than 1, then which of these statements is true? Has to be A. 10 divided by 8 will be greater than 10. Has to be the others. Don't stand up. All right, question 10. Heath purchased a second-hand piano for $250 and saved 85%. If you divide both sides by 85, that'll give you 1%. You divide that by 80, this by 85 and this by 85, that'll give you 1 unit, and you multiply it by 100 and you get 1,666. Now here, Flynn is making LCM bars, okay, 6 cups of rice bubbles, only has 4 3/4, so obviously that is multiplying. That is a subtraction, and it's 1 2/3 cups. You want to, each one requires half. You're going to make 4 batches, that's 4 times a half. You can see this here, yes, 2 decimal places, 1 decimal place, and 1 decimal place, no decimal places. Now there's a net increase. When you add up, the deposit means plus, and the withdrawal means minus. When you add them up, there's a $350 net increase. So if he starts with this, 11,203, and add the 350, you get this, 11,550, should be there. Okay, now a week's income. If you add, whoops, all right, get rid of that. A week's income, if you add these green ones, this one, this one, this one, and this one, you'll find that it comes to 635. Doesn't like that. Why doesn't it like that? I don't know why it doesn't like that. All of a sudden it doesn't like it. Why not? You don't know. Go to draw. Oh, we'll try to continue on without it. Okay. So therefore, that adds up to 635. And when you take the withdrawals, this one, and this one, I don't know why that's not. I don't know why it can't give me a pen. Doesn't want to. I don't know why it doesn't want to give me a pen. It happens when you're recording, doesn't it? Okay, so then that's 285. 285 of the 35, and it's about 45%, so no, he does not. This one here, you substitute here, you're getting, some people added this and this. I don't know why they added that and that. I don't know why they did that. It went by about 2 and a bit per hour, so it would take approximately 10 hours. I would have accepted 10, or 11, that's fine there. This one, you just substitute them. Again, the pen doesn't want to work for me. Substitute them, and this is your answer. And let's just pause. Okay, looks like I might have got the pen back. Yes, I have. Now this next question here, 6, that's going to be a factorisation question. This solution set wasn't mine, so let's get rid of this. This is a factorisation question, and then you'll see when, or factor is when one is multiplied by the other. So if you're told that one of the factors is 6. So 18x plus 6, factorise it. Highest common factor 6, then it becomes 3x plus 1, because 6 goes into that. So when you have this here, you've got 6 and you've got 3x plus 1. So then the p equals side plus side plus side. So that's going to be 6x plus 2, 6x plus 2 plus 12. So p will equal 6x plus 14. Plus 14. Then factorise it. There we go. And then if the perimeter is 46.4, find the value of x. So you just substitute x, 6 times 5.4 plus 14. 6 equals, so you find the value of x, all right? Then x equals 5.4. Find the value of the area to 1 decimal place, right? The area right, to one decimal place is 103.9, 103.2, I should say, area, 18x plus 6, 18 times 5.4 plus 6. Patrick hires a plumber, charges $65 per hour and an upfront fee. That's the constant, plus 155. That one person is right. So it's 65H plus 155. Now, if he starts work at 8 and works till 1:45, it's 5 3/4 hours. So it's 65 times 5 3/4 plus 155. So T equals 23 on 4 times 65. And so we get 528.75. If the second, he gets a second plumber, a different rate of 96.45. So time is 2.5 hours, 96.45 times 2.5, 241.13. Now, the plumber has an apprentice who gets 0.27 times 241, and that's $65.10. How much does he have to pay the plumber? Some people were adding this in. You don't add that in because the plumber's already paid out of this. So it's 528 plus 241, it's $769.88. Now you give consequential marks that if a person made a mistake here, which some people did, but all their maths was correct here, and correct here, then you only lose the mark for there. So you can still get 7 out of 8, even though your calculations, your solution is incorrect, but your maths has been right. You only made the one mistake. So always remember that. Show the working out, and make sure your working out is as good as you can get it. You get yourself more marks. And the other thing to remember is always check your work. Spend 5 minutes going over your work. Okay, hope that helps. Bye.